Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Okay, today I want to talk about a new product from ONEWIND. This is their ultralight backpacking shelter, which is basically kind of like a lavalier. What that means is this is a big poncho that turns into a shelter. Okay, now let's start first. Very light. It comes in its own stuff sack, and I'll show you that in the end of this. It's quick and easy, and it's got multiple adjustment parts, and it has a zipper on it. It's got a reinforced top up here with a tie out for turning it into a shelter, as well as a reinforced section where it goes on top of your head. Okay. It has two cinch cords, one to cinch down the outer and one to cinch down the inner. They have this very innovative little clasp to it. So you see you have two shock cords that you can push and pull tighter, but you also have this extra little button. You press that button and it comes in half. That allows you to put it around you like this and use it like an old-fashioned cloak. Turn it around, old fingers. Push, click, and then all we gotta do is push, and gather it up around. Now, I have a full rain cloak that I can pull around. It's more than long enough to go all the way to the ground almost. So I got more coverage than a standard U.S. Army poncho. This is also a great wind barrier to stop wind and cold winds and things like that, as well as blowing rain. Now, if I'm going to have to wait out a particular bad piece of weather, it also has a zipper along the front of it. And if you can see here, it has a zipper, which can be to the inside or the outside. You're going to put it together, and you're going to start zipping it up. Very good, quick running zipper. Now I am completely encased in it as a shelter. Now, the hood of it, let me adjust. Now with it, I've got a full hood I can pull up. This being a big roomy hood that I can cinch down around my face, it means that I can take and pull the inner shock cords and pull it around my neck, more like a poncho opening, and leave the hood available. And then I can also shift to the outer shock cords and be able to pull this opening down. This comes well forward of my face, which would allow me to zip this up and simply squat down and sit down in driving rain, where it's not going to be forever. It's just a bad rainstorm coming over. It's going to be done in a few minutes. I can just hunker down and sit here and let it rain over me and me be dry. This will go all the way to the ground around me. And at the same time, being able to reach up and unzip and open up from the inside if I need to vent, etc. Very handy. So, those of you that have already got one of the ONEWIND ponchos, this is an upgrade, definitely, if you're just looking for a poncho. But this also serves as a tent. So now let me show you it completely set up as a tent. Okay guys, here is the poncho set up in the diamond tent configuration. As you can see, I've got pine straw all the way around the edge to seal it up. It has one center point in the center to anchor it, but it has a lot more room than you would think initially looking at it. Okay, this has got a 7-foot bedroll in it right now. This is the mosquito net. Now we're going to talk about this mosquito net separately in a separate video. But this is the combination. We have our poncho set up in the tent. It has 3 stakes across the back, 3 stakes on the side this way, and then it comes up to the center point to hang it up. With this, and me sitting down in it, here I am 5'10", 180 pounds, and I easily have full headroom in here, even with my hat on. Plenty of size. The length of it is more than enough for me to lay full body length in here, not scrunched up at all in this. With the mosquito net in it, I'm bug free. The bug net also has the bathtub waterproof bottom on it. So I have an automatic ground pad here to keep me from having water coming in from the bottom. You'd of course want to put this so that it's facing away from the prevailing wind and rain to have this open, but there's a good 6 to 8 inches here of overlap to the front, so you're not going to get rain right here against you. It's going to be going away from you because the rain's coming from the back. It also, as part of this configuration, this bug net zips all the way closed and becomes a completely sealed off area. The head also has a zipper on it where you can unzip the front end of it to be able to reach around behind it. There's room back here behind it to put gear in like a back vestibule for the things that you're not going to need immediately, but like your empty pack or things like that. So I can unzip and can reach around to get to those things. Very quick, very handy. And this is a very small and light setup. I will show you it completely broken down in a minute, but this is it completely set up. For you ground pounders looking for an ultralight tent that doubles as a poncho, that doubles as a tent, this may be something you want to look at. Okay guys, here is the mosquito net set up by itself. As you can see, if you want to come in front ways, if you're going to put this as part of another system, you have the zippers that allow you to come in from the front. This also, when you have it set up with a poncho shelter around it, the ultralight backpacking, you can unzip this and be able to reach around behind for gear stored on the inside. This being to the front, this being to the back. So it allows you to reach around behind for any gear you've got stored. Zippers are good running, clean running zippers. This is a very fine mesh. This is a waterproof base down here, so you're inside a waterproof bathtub. As you can see, it has 4 anchor points, and it comes up to a central top point. It comes up to a center top point for one pull out. You can use this as a standalone if you want to lay under the stars and look up and be away from the mosquitoes and the bugs, or you could easily put this inside of another shelter to cover your ground mat area. This can be hung up from the top of a tent, or it can also be like 2 sticks or something come up just simply to hold this up. A very light, versatile shelter, mosquito net. Okay, here is the poncho set up as a tent. It's been staked down and it comes with supplied stakes. That bright orange cord right there comes with it. It has a center tie-up point. So you have 3 anchor points on this side. You have 3 anchor points across the back, and then you have 3 anchor points up this side. This forms a pyramid shelter that is more than enough room to sit down under. Now, let me get in there and I'll show you. Okay. This is a plenty big enough. The poncho staked out is this pyramid tent. I got plenty of room to get in here to get well inside, so I'm not going to get any rain on me. The openings that lead up to the hood have pockets in them right here. So I could take 2 sticks and put up in here and then pull out if I didn't have a tree to anchor to. You see, I could put 2 hiking pole staffs up in there and then pull this forward and turn it into a shelter that way. Very light, very versatile, plenty of room when set up. It comes with some stakes in a small bag and the orange cord, which makes it a very quick and easy setup. If you're looking for an ultralight backpacking shelter that fits your style of camping, take a look at the ONEWIND Ultralight Backpacking Shelter. I think you'll be very surprised. Thank you very much for your views. Have a great day.